Lili Reinhart claps back at a jealous fan.
Gabi DeMartino responds to SSSniperWolf's mean video about her.
And Alwyn opens up about his relationship with Taylor Swift.
All that and more on today's rundown.
Well, Wilmer Valderrama has been spending a lot of time visiting Demi, leading a lot of people to think that maybe they're back together, but we're gonna get into that later in the show.
Because first, you guys, we have a very hard-hitting story. I don't know if you remember, but yesterday, Kylie Jenner had a confession that she had cereal and milk for the first time. And today, people are calling her out for lying. Just yesterday morning, the internet lost their minds over the fact that Kylie Jenner had never had milk with her cereal. She confessed this the other day via Twitter, but you guys, it turns out Kylie Jenner may have played us all. So TMZ was the first to report that on April 25th, 2013, Kylie posted a picture of what looks like bran flakes with, you guessed it, milk. I'm as shocked as you are. She captioned the photo, "He keeps me healthy," with a strawberry emoji, and TMZ suggests that the he she is referring to is her dad, who famously appeared on Wheaties boxes after getting a gold medal in the 1976 Olympics. Now, before we jump to any conclusions, there are some fans who are saying that that isn't milk, but instead yogurt because of how the strawberries are sitting on the cereal. TMZ also reported that Almond Breeze had actually been preparing to reach out to Kylie to supply her with their almond milk, but Tuesday's cereal video set that plan into high gear. A rep from the company told TMZ that Almond Breeze is ready to ship out a gift package to Kylie so she'll never have to eat dry cereal again. I'm gonna be real annoyed if she was lying because that blew up Twitter. Twitter was pissed yesterday and very confused.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm having a really hard time caring about this story.
What?
Everyone is so up in arms about this. We talked about it on DHR yesterday. Here we are again today. I am like, why are we talking about this? There's so many other things. I'm not that type of person that's like, there's so many crazy things in the world we should be talking about. But I mean, there's gotta be something better than Kylie Jenner not having milk in her cereal. There's just gotta be, you know? There just has to be.
I would hope so, but Erin, don't you wish we were famous enough to where if we had never had cereal with milk, it like blew up the internet?
No.
Like if that's what broke the internet?
No.
No?
What a crappy legacy. Like your kids are like, when my mom was alive, she left a lot of legacies behind. One, she never had milk with her cereal and it blew up the internet. No!
It's my dream. I love that.
Well, you guys, I wasn't sure if Taylor Swift and Alwyn were still together because they are so private. The relationship, we never see photos of them together. We never hear him talk about her. The only time we hear her talk about him is when she sings about him in her show. So it's big news when he mentions Taylor Swift. So for the very first time in nearly 2 years of dating, Joe finally has opened up, I guess you would say, to British Vogue about their super private relationship. Now he said, soak in every word, you guys, "I'm aware people want to know about that side of things. I think we've been successfully very private and that has now sunk in for people, but I really prefer to talk about work." Okay, so he didn't really say much, you guys, but can you blame him? These two began secretly dating in 2017 and they've managed to keep this relationship so very private with only occasional appearances in public for date nights. I am kind of bummed, Joe. I mean, I get it, like you can keep most of your relationship private, but give us just a little something. I mean, I feel like he is in this business too. I think people talking about him, caring about his relationship with Taylor does help his career. This is me putting my publicist hat on for a second. I guess he did say a little something, but I was just hoping he'd be like, she's great, I love her, she's awesome, go Taylor. But he didn't.
Anything. He said, he basically said, yeah, we're really good at keeping our relationship private. I want to talk about my acting now, which I get.
I get that.
It's fair, but like, we want to know the dates. Are you doing a couple's costume for Halloween? Like, we want to know. Lili Reinhart just had the best response to a jealous fan who like kind of dissed her and Cole's relationship. On September 19th, a Twitter user by the name of Emily Rose tweeted a screenshot of a DM between herself and a friend with the caption, "The scoop on Lili Reinhart." The conversation started off with a tweet from Lili that read, quote, "Fashion week is great and all, but have you ever spent a rainy weekend inside cuddled up with your bae?" With an added comment from Emily's friend that read, quote, How come this cringy gets to date Cole, but I don't? Emily then replied to her friend, quote, "She is so 2013 Tumblr, she probably tells him to touch her butt and buy her pizza." Honestly, even though Emily tagged her, she probably thought Lily would never see that tweet when she sent it out. But you know what they say never. While Lily does have over 2 million followers on Twitter and gets mentioned on the regular, she somehow caught wind of the tweet and had a pretty amazing response. Lily tweeted back, quote, No, I tell him to touch me everywhere, and then we eat Chinese food. Get your facts straight, Emily." I thought this was such an epic clapback. I'm very surprised Lily even saw this, but this is hilarious.
What's so crazy, speaking of like private relationships and people wanting to talk about their work and not about their relationships, I feel like Lily, especially both of them, when they are being interviewed or they're out talking about life, they never really talk about each other, ever. But with Cole posting that photo on Instagram of Lily with her shirt off on her birthday, her talking about him touching her everywhere, I'm like getting mixed signals. Like the next time we interview them, I want us to go in. Now that I know that they're doing those types of things, I feel like nothing's off limits.
I know. That's the thing, like coming from Lily, who's so, yeah, they post about each other, but in interviews says nothing about their relationship.
Yeah.
I was very surprised she said that he touches her everywhere in a tweet.
There are some places I would not want to be touched though, so maybe it's not as good as we all think it is. Moving on to a little more serious talk today, you guys. Wilmer Valderrama has been really a support for Demi through her time post-overdose, and a lot of people actually feel like maybe this could lead to them getting back together. According to TMZ, Demi has been transferred from a rehab center on the East Coast to another facility that is world-renowned for its addiction program. She's been at the facility for more than a month now, and you guys, Wilmer has reportedly flown to see her several times already. Several sources in a nearby town have told TMZ that Demi and Wilmer were at a local Starbucks and appeared to be acting like a couple. And while we don't know if they're together or not at this point, we do know that Wilmer did rush to Demi's side back on July 24th and has been a constant presence at the hospital where she was for nearly 2 weeks. TMZ also reports that Demi was seen several times at the Starbucks with other patients from the rehab facility. I remember when Demi and Wilmer broke up this last time, and I remember feeling like that may not be the end for them because they'd been together for so long. He had been with her through so many crazy times in her life. And I think when you go through stuff with someone who is your rock, it is really, really hard to say goodbye forever. And I think that, you know, whether he's just there as a friend at this point, I'm pretty sure that's probably not a priority for her. I think the priority for her is getting better, not like who she's dating, what her relationship status is. But I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I'm really so glad that Wilmer is there in whatever capacity he is to be a support for her, because this can't be an easy time.
Oh no, I think it's so great that he's flying back and forth. I loved them together when they were a couple. I was always a little bit confused as to why they broke up. Obviously, we don't get all the personal deets of it, but it seemed more of it was like a timing issue rather than there being an issue within the relationship based on the statements they have made. So I think it's so sweet to see them back in each other's lives in some capacity.
Yeah.
And I hope in whatever way they are in each other's lives that it just remains that way, because clearly they are good together.
Yeah, and he's good to her.
Yeah. YouTuber SSSniperWolf totally called out Gaby DeMartino in her new video, and Gaby was very upset by it. Leah Wolf, aka SSniperWolf, posted a video on September 18th titled "Girl Wants to Be Ariana Grande So Bad," and basically made an entire video poking fun at girls who try dressing and acting exactly like Ariana Grande. Most of the girls used in the video are pretty unknown, aside from one girl who you may recognize, Gaby DeMartino. Not only was a large photo of Gaby used in the thumbnail, but Leah used several clips of her in the video and then made fun of them. Gaby has always been super inspired by Ariana Grande. She's received plenty of hate for it in the past, but she has since addressed the issue and has even said she's going to try better being her own person. So when Gaby first saw that Leah, who is one of her favorite YouTubers, used her pictures and videos for mocking purposes, she was incredibly upset and offended. especially since they had apparently met in person before and Leah was nothing but kind. Gaby then responded to the video by tweeting, quote, "Oh hi, you're welcome on the views, sis. Glad my face can do that for you. Great example to your following by bringing women down. I really liked you. You were very sweet to me in Bora Bora. I don't understand this lack of maturity from you." She then followed that up with a video of her own.
No matter what the intention was, that was bullying. And for someone who speaks so strongly about mental health, that's up.
Gaby also added, quote, "I felt very belittled, mocked, and more so humiliated." So since Gaby posted this video, Leah did change the thumbnail to one of the other girls that I guess dressed up as Ariana to go to Disneyland. But there was also a comment that I think was now deleted, and you guys let me know, put your detective hats on, because I saw it yesterday when I was watching the video. Gaby had commented saying that all was well between her and SSSniperWolf, and that she doesn't want any hate towards Leah from any of her fans, but I don't see the comment anymore because I was looking to get a screen grab for today. So I don't really know what's going on. I do think it was kind of messed up to make a video poking fun at so many people.
Yeah, and I also don't understand what's so bad about wanting to look like Ariana Grande. And like, what does Ariana Grande look like that's so signature? Right? Like,
what's wrong with it?
I mean, a ponytail? Like,
yeah.
Why is that such a big deal? Why do people care so much? I mean, I did see Alwyn Morin, who's a YouTuber, post on Twitter recently. She said, you know, if you're a YouTuber, like putting someone's name in a title or a face in the title just to get clicks, it may give you views on a video, but it won't give you new subscribers. And if you really care about building an audience, you won't lean into that. You'll lean into stuff that's more authentic to you. Yeah. And I thought that was really good advice. So, you know, in the YouTube world, it's like, if you weren't making fun of someone or like offending someone, like that's just, you're not doing it the way they do it on YouTube right now. So it's kind of sad to me.
It is. I do like that in Gaby's video though. She did call her out for bullying and was saying that she was offended, but she didn't throw hate back at Leah. She did make it clear like she's still a fan. She just doesn't know why Leah made this video targeting her. And apparently Leah didn't know, like forgot that she had met her. And I get people meet a lot of people, but if they met and spent more than 2 minutes together, I'd also be offended by that. You know?
You don't even remember me. We had a moment. All right, do you guys think that Demi and Wilmer, you know, they're going to reconcile, possibly get back together after this rehab stint is done? Honestly, I don't care as long as they're friends. That's all I really care about at this point. But let us know what you think in the comments.
And about this whole Joe Alwyn opening up about Taylor Swift, I gotta know, do you think he'll ever say more than 2 sentences? Maybe he'll even drop her name? Let us know down in the comments. But you guys, that wraps up our show for today. But if you wanna follow us in the meantime, you can catch me at Renee Ariel on Instagram.
At Erin Robinson.
And we will be back here tomorrow. Bye, you guys.
All right, so apparently Millie Bobby Brown and Drake are biffles. Did I say Drank? Drake, they're biffles. And to find out more about their friendship and what relationship advice he gives her, click right over here.
You should definitely click that. But when you're done clicking that, click this right here because we're back here all the time and you're gonna wanna check us out.